America eats over 300 million sandwiches every single day, relying on major restaurant chains to serve real meats, freshly baked breads, and the genuine cheeses wrapped in a quick foil pouch. Yet beneath those bright menu boards lies a complex web of ultra-processing, sodium phosphate injections, and the engineered textures designed more for shelf stability than culinary authenticity. When you dig into the actual ingredient declarations across the 14 largest sandwich brands in the country, a pattern emerges where pure whole foods are frequently replaced by restructured meat batters, soy protein concentrates, and the dough conditioners that would shock the average diner. Where are you watching from in the United States today? Whether it is Texas, California, Florida, Ohio, New York, or Georgia, drop your state in the comments. And while you are down, sir, let me know how old you are, because understanding what goes into our daily diet matters across every single generation. Starting at the bottom of the chain landscape, the sliced turkey breast at several massive drive-thru networks is rarely just roasted poultry breast, but rather a cured jelly-like block formed from turkey meat, water, modified cornstarch, and the binding gums. Under standard regulations enforced by the Food and Drug Administration, these added water solutions and the binders must be listed on packaging, yet fast food menu boards often obscure those details behind glowing photos of rustic roasted slices. Moving to sliced ham options, the gap between traditional delicates and the fast food offerings widens further through the heavy addition of sodium nitrates, dextrose, and the pork broth injections. The Department of Agriculture regulates meat labeling guidelines, classifying ham products based on added water content, which explains why so many chain ham slices feel slick, rubbery, and the unusually sweet compared to an authentic bone-in ham. Steak and the roast beef offerings present an even greater surprise, as several national franchises rely on reassembled beef logs that combine lean trimmings with hydrolyzed soy protein and the caramel color to simulate grilled marks. These restructured cuts allow regional suppliers to keep costs low, but the high salt concentration in the artificial smoke flavorings leave consumers paying premium prices for heavily manufactured protein pastes. Chicken options across the sandwich industry frequently file the quality test due to a practice known as plumping, where raw poultry is injected with saltwater mixtures containing sodium phosphates to increase yield. While the Federal Trade Commission oversees gender truth in advertising practices, marketing claims like farm-raised or au natural can still legally cover chicken cutlets that contain up to 15% added saltwater brine by weight. The iconic Italian cured meats like salami, pepperoni, and the chapiciola might seem safer from heavy processing, but lower-tier chains often swap authentic pork and the beef blends for mechanically separated chicken mixed with garlic powder and the red dye number 40. The distinct oily shine on budget sub sandwiches usually comes from added vegetable oil emulsions used to bulk up the fat content while cutting production costs on aged cured pork. Breads across these 14 chains tell an equally complex story, as commercial dough formulas rely on azodicarbonamide, sodium stearoyl lactylate, and the industrial enzymes to keep loaves pillow soft for days on end. When regulatory limits permit extended shelf life ingredients, bakeries produce dough balls that can sit frozen in distribution warehouses for months before being thawed and baked in franchise ovens. Cheese slices served at sub shops are often labeled simply as American or cheese food, which means they contain less than 50% natural cheese curd according to federal identity standards. The remaining volume is made up of milk fat solids, emulsifiers, whey powders, and the canola oil, creating a product that melts uniformly over warm meat without ever separating or releasing oil like natural cheddar or provolone. Tuna salad served in fast casual franchises presents unique challenges regarding freshness and the ingredient integrity, with some chains relying on heavy soybean oil mayo that makes up over 70% of the finished scoop. While the fish itself is usually genuine skipjack or albacore, the excessive vegetable oil, sugar, and the preservatives added during batch preparation turn lean seafood protein into a dense calorie bomb. Plant-based patty options and the veggie subs marketed as health-conscious choices frequently rely on high-sodium soy protein isolates, methyl cellulose binders, and the artificial grill flavors to mimic meat. Choosing a meatless, Sabara major drive-through often results in consuming higher levels of refined oils and synthetic additives than if you had simply ordered a standard turkey or roast beef sandwich. Sauces and the signature dressings serve as the ultimate mask for substandard ingredients, loaded with high fructose corn syrup, soybean oil, and the artificial sweeteners designed to cling to bread without soaking through. A single squirt of secret sauce can easily introduce 10 grams of added sugar and the dessert if your daily recommended intake of sodium before you even bite into the sandwich itself. Learning what to look for on chain nutrition guides is your best weapon as a consumer. Starting with checking whether a restaurant offers whole muscle meats rather than water-added turkey or restructured beef. You should scan ingredient lists for simple markers like puree turkey, whole wheat flour, and the natural cultures, while actively avoiding items laden with sodium phosphates, hydrogenated oils, and the artificial colorings. Fortunately, a few transparent chains demonstrate that scalable quality is possible by sourcing humanely raised meats without added nitrates, baking simple 5-ingredient sourdough daily, and the slicing real block cheeses in store. These transparent establishments prove that quick service dining does not require chemical shortcuts, offering delicious sandwiches made from honest whole foods that keep your household well nourished. Which subchain from this video is currently sitting in your fridge or pantry right now? If this breakdown helped you see through the clever marketing on quick service menu boards, hit the like button and share this with a friend so we can all make better choices at lunch. Our goal is never to destroy your favorite meal, but to give you the knowledge needed to demand real food from the brands, taking your hard-earned dollars